My name is Ted Wacker, and I've had my own firm here in Newport Beach for the last 10 years. I've been in practice for the last 33 years in California. There were 6 plaintiffs involved in this ban. They were all from India. They had gone on a road trip from California. Another friend was getting married back in New Jersey, so they rented a van in California and they wanted to go see the United States. And while they were driving the van through Pennsylvania, there was the accident. Big accident involving a big rig that struck their van from behind. All 6 of the plaintiffs were injured. 5 of them more, minor injuries, and then one of them was Mr. Koganti was described as an incomplete paraplegic. We ended up filing the case where any one of the defendants resides, and he lived in Riverside, so we filed the case in Riverside. We had to look at the other defendants. We named the driver, Bersilius Ursati, his company, which was out of Illinois, named IBY Trucking, and then also Pods. Pods is a moving and storage company based out of Florida. We knew that Ursati was liable, and then the company that he worked for, they admitted liability. The problem is they had no assets and they only had $1 million in insurance, and for Mr. Koganti's injuries, that was not nearly enough. Pods is the one that got the job. Pods is the one that told the driver where to go pick up the furnishings, where to deliver them, how to do it. They're trying to act as the shipper to avoid liability, but they were really the transportation company, and the driver and the trucking company out of Illinois was really just their agent. We're always preparing for trial, and when you're going to trial, jurors these days want to see everything. They want to visualize everything, and so my thought was that even though we have this dash cam video, that's only giving the jury one view of what happened, not the full picture. I called DK Global to basically do the full accident reconstruction animation. And that way the jury could see, not just from the video standpoint of the dash cam, but the whole animation of how this accident happened. And I have to say it was extremely compelling. The DK Global accident animation also showed the driver dropping his headset, leaning over to pick it up, and that wasn't on any dash cam video. The initial impact just caused a trauma to the spine, enough where there was some bruising around the spinal cord that caused the injury. With the use of DK Global's injury animation to be able to visualize that, it was really hard to paint that picture with words. So that was extremely helpful in the whole case, to have that body overview of the injury animation to the spinal cord to show the jury exactly how that spinal cord was injured and damaged. The total global settlement was $15,990,000, with Mr. Koganti receiving $15,230,000, and then the other 5 plaintiffs collectively receiving $760,000. I have worked with DK Global now probably coming up on 20 years. It's always been a pleasure to work with DK Global. They're experienced, so they know what they're doing. The way they presented the overview of where this accident was, so a jury could put themselves in the mind of our client, in the mind of the driver, as to what's going on, how this accident happened. And I think juries need to be able to see that. They need to be able to feel that. And the only way they can get that oftentimes is through the DK Global visualization.